It is officially trendy to hate the Met. And today we're going to talk about why. Hello lovelies, I'm Natasha and you're watching Clutches Pearls, our corner of the internet where we sip on pop culture and spill the tea. I've seen the discourse online. I made a video on what the experience is like, only to find that, well, the perspective is a little different. The first reason people are trendily hating the Met is Jeff Bezos sponsored this year's Met, reportedly dropping $10 million on the entire thing, and the political affiliation and services being provided are upsetting too many people. So the output of that was that there were apparently vials of pee being left around as protest, coupled with a mob, which I saw firsthand when I went by the steps. You can check out my other video linked below if you just want a neutral version of the experience with a little art. There were protesters. They were dancing. They were living their lives. They were having another kind of Met outside the Met Gala. If you're not convinced to hate the Met Gala yet, let's go deeper as to why it's so trendy and to get you on trend. Let's go. So, the theme of the night was fashion is art, and it's really a beautiful concept, right? The idea that fashion and the dressed body is a single thread that flows throughout all the exhibitions in the museum lends itself to interpretation, and that was the theme. But because of the broad nature of the theme, we had a graded scale from costume dress up, cosplay, to, I didn't get the memo, to slay, right? And we're going to talk about that grading and some of the outfits that were sort of more notable. Now, one of the rules of thumb for the Met Gala is that if your outfit could be worn to the Oscars, you're not trying hard enough. You are not trying hard enough. It's supposed to be leveled up, right? It's fashion, but it's elevated fashion with an art inspiration. This is the memo. So now let's get the receipts. Heidi Klum went full Mean Girls. Mean Girls, where Katie's supposed to dress up sexy and she goes full scary, crazy zombie. Well, Heidi came full statue. She was cosplaying a statue. Now, very fun, maybe campy. Can we call it campy? But not necessarily fashion. Bad Bunny dressed up as an old man. The body. It is a very literal interpretation of the body at an older age with a different character. Wonderful exhibition of your acting skills, but not necessarily Met Gala appropriate. Another notable mention was the Matthew Blasey jeans. God forgive me, I love Chanel, but silk jeans on a forerunning model, and the internet is very angry. Then we have the middle ground kind of offendees who kind of dressed up like Oscars or like some event, but not quite Met Gala art. One of the biggest feedback criticism loops is Chloé Malle. Poor Chloé Malle, the new Anna Wintour at Vogue, who I think we are being unnecessarily harsh on. God, it can't be easy. And so she showed up in a yellow dress, red lip. It kind of screamed Michelle Williams, which one of my favorite channels alluded to. But it didn't fit her particularly well. I think that she was outfit adjusting is the internet feedback, and she was slouching a little. And there is negativity around this because she is intended to be an emblem of fashion. Hailey Bieber, sans Justin, who showed up in a bodice with a slick back, clean girl aesthetic. The complaint being that it's an oversimplified interpretation. People are tired. They want a little oomph, a little oompa loompa oof. And she was beautiful, but we always want more, right? Insatiable, and that is what it is. And it felt meh in the middle. The middle felt meh, beautiful meh. And then on the high end, which, okay, forgive me, I am ruining your ability to stay on trend and hate the Met, but here we go. Emma Chamberlain's dress rocked my world. I could have stopped watching at that point, or that could have been it. The Gracie Abrams Klimt-inspired dress by Matthew Blasey, Chanel, oh my God, chef's kiss. Like, how do you do jeans and that? Tell me, Matthew. The diversity is wide, I guess. So here's number 3, why you should stay on trend and hate the Met Gala 2026. I hope you're getting that this is ironic. If you're not getting that this is ironic, well, it's ironic. So reason number 3 is that the main icons were missing. A lot of the red carpet consisted of first-time attendees. Ooh, the number of times I heard someone say, I'm so excited to be here. It's my first gala. It's my dream. Where are the stars? Bella Hadid, Meryl Streep, Ariana Grande. So many missing stars. And then the stars that did come and surprise us, Madonna coming to the Met in her epic look, who else? Beyonce. Beyonce's 10-year return to the Met steps. While she looked amazing. Yeah. Oh, goodness. And Blake Lively's surprise return to the carpet. Now, Blake looked beautiful. The dress was stunning. I wouldn't necessarily I'd put her in the middle, though, to be fair. Apparently, she settled on that thing that we're not going to talk about here. And arrived unbothered at the Met Gala. But here's the thing. She kind of hijacked her interview, and I'm looking at her going, please, I want to forget all the bad things. I want to enjoy your pretty dress, your Barbie hair, your toned tanned arms, and that beautiful little bag your kids made. I don't want to be reminded of all the negativity of, oh, you're a baby bump, whatever. I want to forget about it and we can move on. But there she stood as one of our surprise guests, and instead of feeling pleasure at her interview and presence, I felt like, oh, we're back here. Please stop dragging me down that road. I just don't want to go down that road with you. I want to see the art dresses. Kris Jenner and the Kardashians, of course, arrived because you cannot have an event without them, and I'm not mad at it. Oh my God, Kris's plastic surgeon, call me. That woman looks younger than all her kids, and I'm here for it. You had some baseline stars, but the overarching feeling and theme of the evening, the glamour, the surprise entries of people that you really want to see their take on this and their interpretation was missing. The star power felt B-list, and the internet is not having it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And if you didn't, well, do it anyway. Take care, lovelies. See you soon.